Good morning and welcome to Unity North Tampa. My name is Mindy and it is so wonderful to be back here with you again. I am affirming love and light for all of us today and all days. I wanted to take a moment to just let you know that we would love to hear some of your feedback on comments on our videos and on Facebook or YouTube. If you want to share some of the arts and crafts that you guys have done through the lessons, or if there's any topics that would be of interest to you to hear about, we'd love to hear from you, all right? Be sure to subscribe and like our page, and then you'll be able to get all our updates for our children's lessons. We know a lot of this is all different. Things are always changing, right? There's a Greek philosopher, his name was Heraclitus. I think I'm saying that right. Anyway, one that he said was, the only constant is change. Kind of feels real true, doesn't it? Right? So right now, I mean, you have to think of all the things that are changing just now, right? We have schools, or people are learning school from home now instead of being at school with your friends and teachers. We have changes in people's jobs. Some people have them right now. Some people are learning new things so that they can develop new skills. We're always changing, right? We come in, we're babies, and then we become kids, and then one day we're going to be adults. Oh, it's change. So I want to talk to you about some things that don't change. It doesn't seem like I could say anything that doesn't, right? Except for the constant that things are always changing. So this is one of the things that I want to talk to you about, are the things that don't change. And that would be God, right? Divine truth, divine law. These are all things that we can tell you that don't change. They will never change. They are already whole, complete, perfect, and established. We are here as the expression of God. That means God's perfect idea is here expressing as us, right? So that's where we talk about when we have these 12 powers inside of us, when we talk about finding that Christ consciousness, or when we talk about centering ourselves and feeling that God voice within us. That is a constant, always there, always right here when we need it. And it can help us while we're dealing with the changes. You know, I talked to you guys about being able to calm the storm. Well, it's kind of the same idea, because sometimes some change can feel like a storm, right? Some change we kind of welcome, it feels good. Like when you get to change from being in a car ride all day and stretch your legs, that feels good, right? That's a good change. Some of it is good, we get to go to a new home. Sometimes that can be scary too. But we always have this constant. There's always this truth, this divine law that surpasses anything that you could experience here. It's absolute, right? That's what we like to call absolute. So from those things, when we're dealing with changes, when we do our practice of our meditation, right, to calm ourselves, that's how we can feel connected. And I know I was talking to you guys about the choices we make last week, right? Well, this is also an opportunity for us to recognize that we are always divinely guided, and we can always tap into that wisdom, that divine wisdom in us, that help us decipher what things we want to do, what we should focus on, how we should handle this change, how we can change our thoughts so that we can experience a new experience here. That's part of the expression, right? We get to have these ideas, and then we get to express ourselves through them as God is expressing as us. Does that make sense? I think so. I think you guys can follow along with me. You guys are very smart. Divine wisdom, right? So, through these constant changes, we stay centered in ourselves so that we have tap into that divine wisdom that can help us recognize our safety in change, recognize our growth. Recognize all these beautiful things that are happening, right? So one of the things that I thought would be a lot of fun for your art this week would be to take a moment, calm yourself in, center within, and see what kind of ideas pop up and how you want to begin to manifest that art, right? It could be through writing. You might feel the desire to dance. You might want to draw some pictures and just watch and see how those things, how your ideas start to become manifested right here and in the art you do, in the way that you express yourself. I want to see how what you experience, and you can see how it changes as each of your ideas grow and expand. Maybe your artwork goes further. Maybe you end up writing a whole story instead of just a short few phrases. You never know. It's wonderful to see. And change can be beautiful and good, just like that. All right? Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I just want to take a moment and give you guys your school blessing. We say, we love you, we bless you, you are a perfect expression of God.